Having released February 21st, 2023, Blue Reflection's Sun is a mobile game and the fourth installment in the Blue Reflection franchise, having been planned alongside the anime and the second game. As a part of the Blue Reflection project, it is the last known installment that we know of, completing the current timeline of events in the franchise. This takes place in between the events of all the other stories, taking place after the anime in the first game but before Second Light, or Tai known in Japan. Our current location is Hinomori City, where people and resources gather due to the low amounts of ash that gather in that location. We see the world during the ash fall, the ash sapping away people's life, infecting them, and causing an incurable sickness. The monsters in this installment are called the Testa, who must be stopped by those infected by the ash, using it as a source of power called the Eroded. These Eroded, previously called Reflectors in Second Light, which actually came out before this, they do have different origins, but at this point I can only chalk it up to them being close enough, or them being different paths that lead to a similar result, considering characters like Shiho and Uta are considered eroded while also being reflectors. So for the sake of the story, they might as well just be the same thing, serving their own purposes for the story. What does make them different from reflectors that we typically see from the first game and Array are that each of them have an individual form that they take, as well as having a unique weapon, each having a deformity ability, which is another term used for special ability as a result of them being infected by the ash. During the story, we follow a group of girls, the weakest of the current Eroded for obvious gameplay reasons, with most of them being new and a few of them being familiar if you've seen any other installment of the franchise, especially Second Light. They operate from behind the scenes of the academy in the city that treats those going through withdrawal from the treatment that they receive at no cost, being the most advanced they can get. Currently, as things stand, the Eroded nor the Ash are public knowledge, making this academy, and by extension literature club, a perfect cover for these girls, as well as being a place where they can rest on their days off when they aren't going on missions. And in regards to what we can expect from the future, already seeing Uta, we should expect more characters such as Reina, Kuroko, Hiyori, Mio, and if we're lucky, Hina, depending on what role she plays in these events, besides the fact that she's partially responsible for why this is happening. The gameplay maintains the stable turn order you see from the other games, the ability to break enemies to stop them from acting, the ability to equip fragments to get you more stats and abilities. The game takes all of these and sometimes even simplifying some of it to fit the current platform it's on as a gacha mobile game, for you to be able to pick it up and put it down with ease. While it's not anything different from modern gacha games mechanically, I would say it does look good, feeling like assets from the console games have been brought directly from there while not looking out of place. And it even adds some new music, remixes, as well as keeping some of the old music that maybe want to spend more time enjoying the previous games in the franchise. And honestly, if you actually play the game and give it a chance, you'll find that it will feel familiar to the first game and Second Light in some ways. In conclusion, while I think games as a service has its own issues and downsides, I think this game does deserve a chance for success to show that we care over and will support this franchise. And even if it can get a fraction of what something like Genshin or Fate Grand Order on their best days can get, this is a service I will gladly try to support if it means we can get more Blue Reflection, because I believe this franchise does deserve a chance to tell its complete story, and potentially in the future a lot more. My biggest hope at this point is that it gets brought over with a proper translation, keeping the original story and characterization. Congratulations for making it this far. If you want to see more Blue Reflection content, I have some of that on the screen or in the playlist.